Hey, what's going on everybody? This is AW Keeper and today I'm back with a brand new video. So today, I am making my first video of the new series that I'm making called How to Get Sub N on X. So one example could be how to get sub 10 on 2x2. Or how to get sub 30 on 3x3. Something like that. So the N stands for the time and the X stands for whatever puzzle I'm going to be talking about. So today, as I said, I'm talking about how to get sub 10 on the 2x2. So let's get started with some important details that you need to know to get sub 10 on 2x2. So I forgot to say this, but today I'm going to be talking about how to get sub 10 on 2x2 using the layer by layer method. So if you're using layer by layer method, then this video would be helpful. And yeah, let's actually take a look at this. Let's do a quick scramble here and let's get started immediately. So one very important thing is that you need to be color neutral when solving a 2x2. Of course, fast finger tricks and all of that, that's also pretty important. But the most important thing right now is to be color neutral. And what means color neutral? Color neutral means that you can solve on any layer, any side, not only on the white side. So we see some people that always solve on the white side no matter what. For example, in this case, many people would solve on the white side, even though it doesn't really make sense, because as you can see, there's only one white piece here, one white piece here, one here, one here. But on the other hand, we can make a pretty good layer here with the yellow, with around 5 moves or something. But let me just show you guys why it's not a really good idea to use to solve on the white side here. What I'm seeing right now is that I can put this piece here, this one over here, or move this one out of the way, then put this one, and finally put this one in there. And to make that side like that, that would already take about, if you're not really fast at finger tricks, about 5 seconds, or 4, or 3 maybe. But that's still way too much for a 2x2. And then you do the OLL and finish up with PBL, and that would be about an 11-second solve or something, which of course you don't want. But if you would solve on another side, of course that doesn't mean that you should not solve on the white side. As you can see right here, there's a pretty good white layer like that, so you could have done that. That's not bad either. So I'm not saying that you should never use the white layer, but when there are better options, you should always choose the good option. So that is why being color neutral is pretty important. So let's do that same scramble again. So as I said, you do the white here, but I'd say it's a lot better to do the blue, because as you can see, I can just put this one there like that, and then I'm already done with more than half of the blue layer, and then I can just put this one in like that pretty fastly, and that would take you and that would save you a lot of time, at least a second and a half time. And then you do the PBL, OLL, and all of that, and you're done. So that is the importance of being color neutral. And the second important thing is how to use your inspection correctly. Now, I had one friend of mine that I met at a competition, and I was talking to him about 2x2. He was having trouble with the layer by layer method, and he told me that he used this inspection like this. So the cover comes off the cube. He looks at the cube. He sees that there's a good white pair, and he puts the cube down, starts a timer, and then looks at the cube good enough. And you don't want to do that, because then you have no idea what you're going to do with the cube. And what I mean by that is that when the cover comes off the cube, of course you should always first look for a pair. If there's no pair, that's okay. But then when you look at a pair, you kind of can decide which side you're going to solve. And after you decide on which side you're going to solve, I'm going to be solving on the white side now, because it seems pretty good. And then once you've seen or realized which side you're going to solve on, then you don't start the timer, but you figure out how you're going to solve that. So I can see right now that I can put this piece right here pretty quickly, and then I know where this piece would be, so then I can put that right there. So what I mean by that is I know that when I would put this one up, so when I would do a L prime move like that, I know now that this one's gonna go up here, the white is gonna be here. I can put this in here where this one is here. I can put that down, and while I did that U move, I know that the white is gonna be here. I know this is kinda not very easy to understand, but after a while it will get a lot easier. So what I mean by that is I know how to put this piece in here, L prime U L, and then you should be able to know that this piece is gonna end up there, so that you can quickly put that in as well, just like that. And there you have a layer. So that is how you should use your inspection time. And lastly, this is not as big of a deal, but after you've made your layer, there's OLL, and what I recommend is that you know every single OLL case, because there's some people that just know one OLL, and that is not enough. That will take a lot of time to do the same OLL case over and over. So you should seriously know all of the last layer algorithms, like that. And then you should also know all of the PBL algorithms. And there's just two. And there's just one algorithm actually if you're using seriously beginner's layer by layer. But you should know all of the algorithms. That's pretty important. And so let me just do a solve real quick. An example solve, and then I'll do a kind of speed solve. So okay, what I see here is yellow. So I can put this one over here, put it down to match these two up, move this out of the way, put that in its place. So I did that when the cover came off. I immediately saw yellow, and I also figured out how I should solve that. And then you should know this OLL case, so you do that, and then PBL, and it's done. And if you're fast enough, that should be around a 7 or 8 second solve. If you're really fast, it could get you to a 4 second. And there we go. I just did that, and it's 6 seconds. Of course, I don't expect you to be that fast if you're just a beginner, but yeah, so those are some basic things that you need to know in order to get sub 10 on 2x2 using the layer by layer method. I really hope that this tutorial was helpful. If it was not, please comment down below why it wasn't helpful, so that in my next video like this I can improve that specific thing. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.